Hi guys, today we're going to be checking out the top 10 biggest changes coming to Splatoon 3. With the game only a couple of days from launch, in this video I'll be highlighting the many new features, modes and weapons we can expect from the latest Splatoon title. So let's start off by talking about some of the really awesome new weapons coming to Splatoon 3, most notably the special weapons. Whilst we are seeing two new classes of primary weapons, the stringer bows and the splatanas, it's the new special weapons that are really going to change up how the game plays. We do have a number of new damage dealing weapons, the crab tank and reef slider for example, but I really enjoy that some of these weapons are now more supportive. We have things like the tacticooler and the grappling hook. Both of these provide benefits and help the team through buffs or mobility, giving us different ways to play. Continuing with gameplay, number 2 is the new swimming abilities that aim to add further levels of skill and variety into the game. The squid roll and squid surge both provide different ways to traverse around, evade or get the jump on unsuspecting enemies. The squid roll can be activated when swimming in any inked area. Jumping while sharply changing direction in the ink will activate the ability. This gives you a way to swiftly change direction, but also provides temporary invulnerability during the maneuver. The squid surge on the other hand can only be activated on inked walls. By charging the jump button for a couple of seconds, the squid surge fires you out of the ink and into the air. This can be very useful to sneakily get the jump on unsuspecting opponents. The next section of changes revolve around the variety of new game modes coming to the game. So number 3 is battle replays and photo mode. These are super useful tools not just for content creators like myself to make more interesting videos, but also as a learning tool to improve your skills or just to stand and look pretty. If you haven't already guessed from the title, the battle replay mode allows you to re-watch your multiplayer matches as many times as you like. This mode can be found in the lobby menu and comes with all the typical options like being able to play, skip and pause clips, as well as change player perspective during the replay. There's also an option to share clips and replays if you wish. Photo mode also has all the bells and whistles you would expect from any title. Always nice to have a photo mode to get some epic screenshots, or in my case to create video thumbnails. Number 4 is lobby changes. One of the biggest changes coming to the lobby is the test range. Those of you who were able to play the Splatoon 3 Splatfest World Premiere demo will have already had hands-on experience with this. Essentially, this is the new waiting area whilst you search for a game. The test range obviously allows you to test out your weapons and comes with moving and stationary targets, a fairly large area to cover in ink, some platforms and raised areas, as well as a copycat machine. It also comes with a handy cleanup option if you're still waiting and have already covered the entire area in ink. The other thing to mention here is the ghost system, where if you are playing with a group of friends or randoms, during the waiting period you will see them in ghost form in their own test range. Not sure how useful this is, but it's still pretty cool. Number 5 is Recon Mode, which is a pretty easy one to explain. So this is a mode that basically allows you to explore any multiplayer map at your leisure. You can spawn in without enemies and have a whole hour to basically do whatever you want. This essentially allows you to plan strategies and routes you want to take during battle. I imagine this will be most useful to teams and pro players, but it's certainly a nice additional feature to have. Moving on to multiplayer modes, number 6 is Anarchy battles, which essentially work like a series of different game modes. This includes Splat Zones, Tower Control, Rainmaker and Clan Blitz. These game modes have received tweaks here and there, but for the most part are very similar to game modes in previous titles. Those of you with saved data on Splatoon 2 can transfer it over and you will get immediate access to these game modes. Alternatively, you'll need to reach level 10 first. The Anarchy battles can be done as a part of a series of matches or individually. Number 7 is Salmon Run Next Wave, which has received some notable changes. Most importantly is that Salmon Run can now be played at any time. It will no longer only be available at specific times. The biggest change here comes in the form of new bosses such as the Slamming Lid that can protect salmonids on the ground and will try and smush you if you get too close. We also have the Big Shot who fires artillery strikes that come packed with shockwaves. However, the main reason this is called Salmon Run Next Wave is that in some games you may be faced with an extra round where it's up to your team to battle a king salmonid. For this wave you'll be given an egg cannon that does crazy amounts of damage and you need to try and defeat the king within the specific time limit. The final major change to Salmon Run is the addition of the Big Run mode. This will only occur once every few months, so expect a much larger scale Salmon Run that will be crazier than ever. Number 8 is Merch, one of the new vendors you can meet in Splatsville. Not only can this guy trade ability chunks for secondary abilities on your weapons, Merch can swap out weapon primary abilities as well, but this will cost significantly more. Super Sea Snails can also be used to reshuffle ability slots. Number 9 is the new in-game catalogs, which are essentially the battle pass for Splatoon 3 but don't involve any microtransactions. You can unlock all new items from earning XP in battles. A new catalog will be released every 3 months, so you have those 12 weeks to unlock as much as you can. These can be found at the Hotlantis General Store in Splatsville. Finally, number 10 is lockers, which allow players to customize and show off their fresh stash of items, weapons, gear, and memorabilia. In the lobby, you can edit your own locker, but you'll also be able to check out lockers belonging to those you've recently battled with. You can change the color and size of your locker and basically add in whatever you like. You can make it your own. Anyway guys, there you go, the top 10 biggest changes coming to Splatoon 3. Obviously there's a whole bunch of other new things coming to the game, so let me know what your favourite change is in the comments below. But other than that, remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons, turn on notifications, and if you would like to support the channel further, check out my Patreon page by clicking on screen now or through the link in the description. Okay, thanks guys, bye.